Hello, Saturday friends. Hey there. Thank you so much for joining me, and so sorry for running a little bit behind. We had to do some extra stretches this morning, so I wanted to start today asking everybody to send some little get well soons to Miss Rizzo here. She our cheerleader for our workout. She had a little health scare this week, so she's okay. She's just recovering, but she said that she would love for well wishes from all of you lovely people. So, wouldn't mind, just send a little hello and a little love to this little girl. She works hard to cheer us on to start our workouts, right? Okay. All right, guys, so thank you so much for being here with me. It is a hot day here today. Holy smokes. I'm so glad I started this workout early for you guys who might be watching this later on or some other time completely. It is mid-July in the South, so we are sweating it out today already at 10 a.m. So, and yeah, gonna find a way to deal with that. So today, what you're going to need for your workout is 2 medium hand weights. You will definitely need that, and 2 light hand weights. So the light ones you may or may not need, but I think there's a chance that you might need those. So definitely 2 medium, 2 light if you have them. And then a totally optional thing is, I know a few of you out here have these Bosu Balls, right? So I know it is very unlikely, if you're watching this, that you have one. But if you do, I'm going to incorporate it into the workout, but it is completely optional. So don't be freaked out or upset if you don't have it. I was gifted one by my lovely husband when I got certified as a personal trainer because I had wanted one forever. And they're stupid expensive for what they are. I mean, I'm sorry, Bosu, I love you, but what? So anyways, if you have one, I thought it would be fun to incorporate it. So if you have it, grab it. Again, my expectation is not that you do. And then the last thing that you're going to need is just your yoga mat or your floor support. So what we are doing today, while you go grab your weights, and I just realized I did not bring my water out. So while I go check the video in just a minute, I'm going to run in and grab my water. We're going to be working a circuit class. So as I mentioned Saturday in my Facebook post, Saturday has always traditionally been my busiest fitness day. I had several personal training clients. I taught group fitness classes. And so it's kind of weird to be in this place due to current circumstances that I have one personal training client on Saturdays and I teach this class. So I was just feeling a little nostalgic and thought I'd circle back to some circuit training, which is something I taught on Saturdays. I taught a circuit kickboxing and a circuit strength training class. So thought I would bring that back. And I know some of my Saturday people do watch these videos, so I thought they might enjoy it too. So we're going to be working a front body circuit. So if you drew a line this way down your body, we're going to be working what's on the front half. So think quadriceps, your biceps, your chest, your anterior shoulder, so your front shoulder, probably some top of your shoulder too, for sure, and our core. So that's going to be the main spots that we're hitting today. We're going to do upper body, our upper body stuff. We're going to do alternating because a lot of times in circuit class, we're doing minute rounds. That might be a little longer than our normal 8 to 12 reps takes. So at some point, you might have to drop your weight if you're going a little bit longer. So I sort of wanted to discourage that and actually encourage either using your same weight or maybe even a little heavier and doing alternating upper body. So we can usually go a little bit heavier when we alternate, but sometimes we get surprised and we find we have a much weaker side and we can't go heavier. So just play around with it, see what you think. You might discover some weaker sides in different exercises and just make a note of that. Please don't go, oh, this side's weaker, so I'll do a 5 over here and a 10 over here. Please don't do that. You got to stay with what your weaker side can do, or you're just going to keep building that imbalance like crazy, okay? All right, so we're doing, like I said, some alternating upper body, our lower body. It looks like we'll be working together, no single-sided, and we've got some ab work too, so we will be getting into the floor a little bit. Let's see, we got 1-minute rounds, 20 seconds of rest in between, a total of 8 exercises. After the 8 exercises, we get about a minute and a half break. So we're going to be moving quick. As always, that first round is usually a little stumbly because I don't have quite enough time to explain the exercise and get you set up before the minutes start. So just bear with the first one. We should be able to get through 4 times within our time constraints. So I will make sure I shut my mouth here soon, especially since I got started a little late, and make sure that we get through all 4 times. As always, modify if you need it. Modify always is welcome. Never feel like you're shortchanging yourself if you modify. If you modify, you can do the exercise better than if you can't really do it, but you're struggling through it. So modify if you need to. Add music if you need it. No music here. And as always, I will check between rounds for questions in the comments section. So if you have anything that comes up, just let me know. Shoot me a message. And my last couple notes, the same as always, please share these workouts. Share this message, share a post, subscribe to my YouTube page. That's a huge one for me right now. If I could get some subscriptions over there, that would really help me be able to step up my YouTube presence. And lastly, please, if you have the desire to donate any money for these classes, it is the only way I do get paid for teaching these classes. Venmo at Strong Style Fit, or if you're not a Venmo person, just hit me up. We'll find some other way, I promise. So, all right, grab your weights, and we are going to start. If you have the Bosu, we are going to do squats on top of the Bosu ball. If you do not have a Bosu, you're going to do speed squats. So speed squats, pick whatever width of squat you feel most comfortable in to move quickly. So that's either going to be like a goblet, sort of wider than your hips, or in line with your hips, just not a sumo. And then you're just going to do full squats as fast as you can. So a lot of times when we do speed squats, we shorten our squat and do this little thing here. We're still doing a full squat, just at your max speed. If you're going to do a Bosu squat, you're going to climb up on top of this guy and squat up here. Not so much focused on the speed, because then it gets a little dangerous, right? So I'm going to check the Facebook feed. I'm going to run in and grab my water. It's right inside the door, and then we're going to get started. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to start the timer. It's going to take me just a second. I also have to get up on this Bosu ball. I thought this was really good because if you are a Bosu person, I wanted to start with this so you have time to kind of get up on it, get set, and then get going. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. So start your speed squats in 3, 2, and 1. Start those speed squats. If you're a Bosu person, we step up. I haven't been on my Bosu in a long time. We get our feet where they are flat, like we're standing on the floor, and we squat. Good. So if you're not on the Bosu, you're doing speed squats, moving as fast as you can, but in a full squat motion. If you happen to be on the Bosu, you've got all sorts of balance challenges, feet shaking. You want to try to keep your feet as flat as if you were standing on the floor. I've not been on the Bosu in quite some time, so I'm definitely getting a little more shimmy shake than I'm used to. So I can tell my stabilizers haven't had to work like they have in the past. Ooh. That's what's fun about the Bosu is you get some core challenge, you challenge your stabilizers. All right, so we're going to hop off of the Bosu. Where we are going next is an alternating hammer bicep curl. So, we're going to grab our weights, roll those shoulders back, hammer curl alternating. So instead of your wrist here, we've got our grip here, squeezing up to the top. So funny, it's been so long since I was on one of those Bosus. I've got sea legs. Like I'm standing here and my legs are like, whoa, whoa. I was like the master of the Bosu. So funny. So I wanted to start to incorporate it all my other workouts basically, I'm working out with you is my workout for the day on these days. So I never incorporate Bosu because I know that you guys don't have one, most likely. But that means that I don't use it at all. Because I do spin other days, I do yoga other days. I have to remember to start at least hopping on it every now and then. Almost there, guys. We got 3, 2, 1. Good. You're going to come down to the floor. Now, if you got to the end of that minute and you felt pretty good, like I did, I was kind of like, that wasn't too hard, you might consider taking your weight up. Again, since we're alternating, it's not quite as challenging. All right, we're going to do a leg lift and a scissor. So you put your hands underneath your waist, or I'm sorry, underneath your tailbone. We're going to lift, then drop 1, drop 2, drop them both. 1, 2, drop them both. If you need to modify, you can do knees. That's definitely a great option for modification. Or you don't have to drop your leg as low. That's another modification. Keep those feet flexed like you're standing on the ceiling. Lower belly, doing all your work here. Woo! Woo! All right, bring it up. We've got alternating overhead press. So take this round as kind of your discovery round. Since we're doing alternating, see where you're at. If you need to up the weight, you need to down the weight. Take this as kind of your safe. See how your body's feeling, how your body's responding. Little behind the scenes facts for me, I'm so stiff when I wake up. You guys are probably well aware of all my physical challenges. So when I wake up, it's really tough to get going at first. So I get up before these workouts and I stretch for about 45 minutes. Just to try to get my body woke up, but that's still different than lifting weight, right? We gotta wake those muscles up in a different way now. Unless you're some of my, I know some of my folks, like my friend Sandy here, I think she's been working out in the barn all day already. So she's probably good and warm. Woo! That bird has come in. Nice. All right, so we're going to do alternating back lunges. So you can use weights with these or not. I'll also say that if for you and your body, front lunges feel better than back lunges, you're welcome to do a front lunge too. Now, if the only difference is because one feels really hard and one doesn't, then try the harder one, okay? I'm talking about if you have pain or injuries. All right, so I'm gonna choose to hold some weights, at least this round, see how my body's talking to me today. So we start to the front, step back, make sure that knee is over the ankle. Slightly forward is okay too, but not over your toes. Woo. Just alternating here. If you have a lot of knee issues and stepping back or forward hurts, just stay static here. Do one side and then switch sides for the other round. That was definitely something that got me through lunges when I was really having trouble. All right. We have got alternating front raises. So front raises is one where we usually go pretty light. Front raise, we're here, shoulders back. Keep those shoulders back. Then we lift to the front. Since we're alternating, I'm going to see if I can do 10. So just make sure you're keeping those shoulders back When we reach forward, a lot of times we roll that shoulder forward. Keep those shoulders back. That weight should be coming out in front of your shoulder, not your chest. Also make sure you're stopping right about shoulder height. These aren't swings up here. Stopping here, bring it down. Now I know it's hard to keep those shoulders back. We all sit in sort of that squish forward posture. This is a good way to work on that. Good job. All right, we're gonna do plank with shoulder taps. I know, you hate me already. So, we are going to go up into our plank. I'm gonna sort of tilt myself so you guys can see from both directions. Now my feet are uneven. So I'm gonna show you from knees just so I can show you the slowest version. So we come up to plank, drop knees if you need to, tap shoulder, tap shoulder, tap shoulder, okay? Or if you're full version, you just want to give yourself a wider base than for a normal plank because you don't want your hips shifting back and forth. Now, when I say wider base though, if you got to go like this so your hips don't tilt, then you need to modify down to your knees. A wider base within reason. I know this is a long time. So if you start in full plank and then need to modify down to knees, that's all right. Give it a shot. Awesome. All right, we're gonna bring it down to the floor. We're going to do a narrow chest press combined with a fly. I wanted to get our chest in double duty since we were only going to hit it with one exercise. So we're going to come down to our backs. Arms come straight up at 11. We're going to drop straight down, elbows scrape our side, push up, and then open into our fly. Squeeze up. Straight down, push up, bend those elbows a little bit, down, up, straight down, up, bend, fly, bring it up, straight down, up, bend, fly. Make sure you're flying over your chest, not your throat, not your face, over that chest. All right. Good job, guys. Round one complete. We've got ourselves a minute and a half break, and we're going to get started again. Good, good, good. So, hope all those worked out for everybody. Felt good. I'm going to grab a heavier set of weights. I'm probably out kicking my coverage. Think I can do 20 bicep curls, but 15 felt a little easy. If I had 17 and a half, that's probably where I'd be going. But like I said, I keep saying, what better time than now to experiment and see what you can do, right? I'm going to check the video real quick. All right. The sweat is real today, y'all. Circuit always kind of gets that heart pumping because you're moving fast, you're not taking long breaks, and then pair that with working out in a 100-degree garage. You really get that sweat going. So I don't think I look very awesome in these headbands, but something's got to help me get the sweat out. All right, so go ahead and get yourself set up. If you're gonna Bosu it, get on that Bosu. Sorry for that noise, that was horrible. All right, otherwise you've got speed squats. If you are not on a Bosu, if you're on a Bosu, get yourself set, get those feet flat, squat it out. So if you're comfortable on your Bosu, feel free to go for speed squats too. But if you're on a Bosu and you're really wobbly, focus on form, not so much the speed. I love it. If you can see down here, even if you aren't on a Bosu, this is one of the great things about Bosu. See how much my feet are wobbling? That's causing all of your stabilizers in your ankles, in your legs to work. You need those stabilizers. It's so important in balance. This is a great way to challenge those stabilizers. All right. Step it off. That's always the tricky part, especially because I don't have a wall close enough. My mat's a little wet. All right, alternating hammer curls. Whew. I might regret this decision, but I'm going to try it. All right, guys. Alternating. Now, if you're doing something like I am right now, trying to really up your weight, it's okay to move a little slower. Now, I don't mean to take a 10-second pause between every rep. If you got to slow down that much, you're not doing the right weight. But you can slow it down a little bit. Woo. Just over halfway. All right, biceps, let's do this, baby. Oh man, I think I just might make it with 20s. That's exciting. Yes, all right guys, coming down to the floor. We're gonna have that leg lift with the scissor. So remember your modification here is you can do knees. So you do 2 knees, 1 knee, 1 knee. Or you can be here and drop knees. Or your full version, leg lift, drop, drop, double. Remember, change it up. If you can do a few full and then need to go down to the modification, do that. That's a great way to start building up and growing away from the modification. This is all lower belly here, guys. Pull through that lower belly. Good job. Almost there. I can see we're in single digits. I can't see what they are. Awesome. Bring it on up. Just be careful getting up. Make sure you don't hop up too fast and get dizzy. All right, we got overhead press. Alternating. I was shaking at the end of the last one with these, so I'm thinking stay this way for these. All right, alternating. Overhead press. Lock it back. And push. Just make sure you're keeping those elbows right at that shoulder height or a little below. You just don't want to be coming down here, okay? Woo-wee. This is one that feels almost like it gets harder when you go down to single-sided. We're alternating. I know it gets harder when you go down to single-sided, but even alternating. Woo-wee. Make sure you're breathing. Awesome. All right, we've got those alternating back lunges. Remember, if you want to have some weights, you can just hold them down to your side. Weights are totally optional though. All right. Remember also, you can go forwards if back lunges hurt, or you can do static lunges, just do single side and alternate each round. All right. Good. Push through that front foot. Drive yourself up. Drop down. Drive through that front foot. Drive. Making sure that knee stays over the ankle or just slightly forward. I can tell I normally don't do weights. With lunges, these are getting me good. All right, we've got alternating front raise. So remember, this is where we will generally drop our weight down some. Not everybody will, but generally you go for a little lighter weight here. Pull the shoulders back, keep them back, lift. Good. Resist that urge to let those shoulders come forward. Keep them open. Good job, guys. Make sure you're stopping with that shoulder height. Woo! Strong. We're under 10 seconds. You can do it. All right. We've got our plank with shoulder taps. All right. Let's see. Where can I get the most room? Got weights, Bosu, everything everywhere. So we got the plank with the shoulder taps. Perfect. So we're going to come down. So, if you modify to your knees, just come up to plank for a minute. Drop your knees. That's your modification. Otherwise, we're up. Shoulders happen. If you are like falling all over the place, go down to your knees. Modify. Remember, keep those big wide fingers. Push up energetically through those hands to keep your shoulders strong and activated. You want to avoid big rocks in your hips. Keep them steady. You can do that by widening your base or by dropping your knees. Good job. Back down to the floor. We've got that narrow chest press with the fly. See how when I talk about widening your base and that plank, just make sure you're not going out into the splits to widen your base. You want widening within reason. All right, narrow chest press. So we're at our chest, arms at 11, drop straight down. Push up, bend those elbows, fly. Come on. Good. Drop it down. Feel a chest squeeze at the bottom. Push up, slight bend. Open up like you're giving somebody a big hug. Bring it back up. It's like our big hug practice. another again. We're gonna get the strongest bear hugs ever thanks to these chest flies. Good, straight down, push up, bend those elbows, open up. All right, that's our break. We got a minute and a half. Whew. I know that's not long. Catch your breath. Get everybody set up where you need them. Man, oh man. Sweat, sweat, sweat. Whew. Oh, I should probably check my Alice Cooper mascara around here. So yeah, guys, when I'm talking about that plank shoulder tap, when I say widen your base, when you're in your plank, you know, somewhere about here is okay. But if you have to widen your feet way out here to keep your hips from shifting, just go ahead and modify down to your knees until you get a little stronger. There's no harm in that. Remember, I want you to do the exercise super successfully. That's how you move up. You don't move up by floundering around at a heavier weight or a more challenging position. You do it right, consistently in modification. That's what brings you up to the next level. All right, I'm gonna check the video. All right, we're looking good. So go ahead, if you're on the Bosu, and get yourself set up. We got about 12 seconds. If you don't have the Bosu, then just go ahead and get yourself set up for those speed squats. My feet are a little wet from all the sweat on the mat. So I'm a little nervous getting on and off with wet feet. Mostly the getting off of it with wet feet is a little scary. Good, so remember, if you're speed squatting, make sure you're still squatting the full range. Speed squat isn't a pulse. Speed squat is a full squat, just at your max speed. If you're on the Bosu, don't worry so much about the speed. It's getting that form right. If you're shimmy shaking on the Bosu, there's nothing wrong. Just all those stabilizers working to keep you steady. All right, alternating hammer curl. All right, grab those weights. We are getting started in just under 5 seconds. Woo! All right, let's do it. Okay, just make sure you're keeping those shoulders nice and down and open. Elbows tucked into the sides. You shouldn't see your elbow points coming up. Elbows should stay pointed down towards the floor or in that direction. That's really going to isolate those biceps more than just doing a swing, which is what happens when those elbows come up. Good job, guys. Almost there. We've got 5 seconds. Nice work. All right, we've got that leg lift with the scissor on the bottom. So come on down to the floor. Get yourself set up. So we're on the floor. Got our hands at a little diamond under our tailbone. Get those shoulders nice and long. We start at the top. We drop down. Squeeze up. Drop 1. Drop 2. Good, good, good. So remember, modification is bent legs for your fullest modification, or just don't come so far in your drops. Wherever you're at, work there. Work to the best hard as you can in that modification. That's how we get better. Woo. I can see leg droplets of sweat on my calves. Woo. That might be a new one. Good job, guys. We are almost there. Awesome. Good job. Let's bring it up. Got our alternating overhead press. Remember, evaluate those weights every time. Sometimes we get stronger as we go because our muscles are getting more woke. But if we've been working from our max capacity from the beginning, you might be getting a little tired. Either way, just listen to your body. Don't judge it. Just listen. See what it's saying to you. Sometimes our mind sends us these messages that aren't quite right. Body usually sends us the right message, though. Woo. These are getting hard, y'all. We are over halfway there. You can do it. We have about 12 seconds. Woo, I'm starting to shake. Hang in there. Woo. Goodness gracious, guys. All right, we got our back lunges, or forward lunges, or static lunges. Whatever's going to work best for you. If you want those weights, just going to hold them down by your sides. All right, let's do it. Remember, all of your power is coming from that front leg, driving through that foot towards the back of your foot. So you don't want to be pushing through toes. You never want to be up on toes. Whether you're going forward or back, just make sure you're stepping back or forward gently. You shouldn't hear your foot thudding down on the floor. You should barely hear a thing. Oh, man. Okay, guys, we're super close, under 10 seconds. Woo! All right. We've got alternating front raise. So again, this is where we usually drop our weights pretty good bit, especially moving from a leg exercise to an upper body. All right, chest open, keep it open, lift. Good, guys. Fight the urge. I know you want that shoulder to come forward. You got it, guys, you got it. We got 10 seconds. Woo! I think I'm making some ugly faces right now. Woo! All right. We've got our plank shoulder taps. Woo! All right. Get it set up. Let's got our full plank or modified plank. Shoulder taps. Remember, wider base, but not splits base. my sweat, even though it very easily could be the way I sweat. I have a lovely producer who's holding me down. Good. Try not to flare those hips up. Try to keep them facing down. Woo. Energetically push, push through those hands. Keep that belly tight. Woo! All right, coming down to the floor for that narrow press and the fly. All right, we're straight up. We come straight down. Lift. Open. Close. Down. Lift. Open. I know it's not quite the same, but I feel kind of flash dancing. Laying here in a puddle of water, getting water poured on me. Woo. It just got real flash dancing. Straight down, up, open, close, straight down, up, open, close, straight down, up, open, close. Ooh. There we go, guys. Last break before our last round. I'm singing in the rain. And I can't believe I didn't just bust my tail right there. All right, guys. Get yourself set up. Get yourself some water. We got one more round. We can absolutely do this. We got 1 minute. Woo. All right, I'm gonna get water, check the video. Whew. Oh man, the sweat is real. The muscle burn is real. All right, I'm gonna clear myself a little space here. So we got about 25 seconds. Get yourself set up. I'm gonna grab my Bosu. All right. And I totally just put my butt in the camera. My apologies. Oh, whoopsie daisy. All right. All right. Really charming noises, I know. All right. If you're not going already, you better get speed squatting. And you might want to do it a little double time if you just started when I did, because that was 12 seconds in. Well, I hope if any of you out there happen to have a Bosu, you're excited to get to use it. I know I am. The way my body's responding to it, I know I need it. Speed squatting. Remember, full form, full range of motion. Almost there, guys. 10 seconds. All right. Perfect. Get my Bosu out of the way. All right. We have got alternating hammer curls coming up in 5 seconds. All right. Let's go. We're back and down. Long neck. Elbows into those sides. No swings. Elbows should stay pointed down. Make those biceps work. Biceps can be hard to start seeing gains in. But a lot of that is true. It is hard. But we also tend to use more of that swinging form with bicep curls. And that's why we don't see any gains. Almost there. Woo! All right, we got that leg lift with the scissor. That's a little wake-up call. All right, we got that diamond underneath. Elongate those shoulders, elongate that neck. Legs come up, drop down, up, down, sing, double, good, single, single. Keep those feet flexed like you're trying to stand on the ceiling. Good work, guys. Hang tough. I know you're getting tired. It's round 4. Don't think about the tired. Think about all the awesome work you were doing to get strong. When so many people are definitely taking the alternate route from where you are today. So be proud of what you're doing. Almost there. Perfect. Bring it back up. We got that alternating overhead press. Woo. This one has really been kicking my butt today too, this alternating overhead press. All right. Let's go ahead and do it. Last time. Think strong. Beautiful. You know, a lot of this with the alternating and overhead press is when you're not using that other arm. You're still using that other arm. It's holding that heavy weight static, which is actually probably a little more challenging even than pushing it up. Whew. So that's why the alternating and overhead press isn't necessarily a break. Whew. You never stop working in this. Good job, guys. Strong, big, strong. Almost there. 5 seconds. Woo! All right. We have got our alternating back lunges. I don't know why I set my weights down. Okay. So remember, alternating back. Alternating front, static, whatever's working for you. It's all about how our body moves its best. Good work, guys. Very good. Make sure that knee is staying over that heel or slightly ahead, but never to your toes. Never over your toes. It's the most common mistake in lunges and why it leads to so many problems for people. Drive through that front foot. Push. That's where your power comes from. Nice. All right. We've got 3 exercises left, guys. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. With some breaks counted in there. So we're good. All right. Alternating front raise. Bring it tall. Shoulders back. Let's go. Try to keep that neck relaxed. Our shoulders, in the front especially, stay so tight because of how we sit. But they're also usually pretty weak. So when we do these, our neck tries to help, even our throat sometimes. So just really be conscious of where you're doing the work from. If you feel like I can't stop my neck from pulling, then you need to take your weights down. 10 seconds. Nice. All right. 2 exercises left. We've got plank shoulder taps. And we have our chest press, chest fly. And we are all done. Let's go ahead and bring it down. Get yourself set. Down to our plank. Wider base. Get strong and steady. Or modify the knees. Up and we tap. Push through those hands. Squeeze through that belly. Drive through those heels. Your whole body's in the game here. Everybody working hard, hard, hard. If you're up high and you find you're flailing, you can't have this kind of easy, calm tap and set down. Drop down to your knees. Finish on your knees. Beautiful. All right, guys. Last exercise. Got our chest press, our chest fly. It's cracking me up here. My weights squish every time I set them down. All right, lay it back. Stack it up. 11s. Drop it down. Push it up. Open it up. Down. Open. Little bend. Down. Squeeze. Little bend. Open. Make sure you're working over your chest, not your throat, not your face. A lot of times when our hands come up, they come up here. Bring it down over that chest. Down. Up. Stay strong, guys. It's your last exercise. You are in the home stretch. There it is. Yes. Set those weights down. Guys, we are done. You finished Saturday front body circuit. So when you are sore in all of these funky places, you're like, that doesn't go together. Just remember, you worked front body, everything on this front half in a rainstorm. Trust me, I'd be about half this bad in sweat by now. So guys, thank you so much for Saturday circuit and let me be a little nostalgic for my group fitness classes. As always, I do ask that you share these workouts, share my page, subscribe on YouTube. Just get the message out of what we're doing here because I think it is something that's really special and really important. And as always, if you do want to donate any money for these classes, it is the only way I get paid for these. So please, if you can, reach out, Venmo, at Strong Style Fit, or we can always work out a different way if you're not a Venmo fan. So thank you so much for joining me. We are going to visit back body.